before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the Herald of Darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scratch.
Gyllenhaal?
I'll catch you eventually!
Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
Wake up, Alan. It's time to go. It's been a long time. It's been a long time.
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality. He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
Oh, yes. Hello again, everyone. My name is Colonel 006, back with more. In fact, a new adventure. This is Alan Wake's American Nightmare. I said it wouldn't happen. I said I wasn't gonna do it, but by golly, now it's time to do it. Let's go. For fans of the channel, one of my favorite Let's Plays that I've ever done was the original Alan Wake. And it's time. I decided it was high time to return to the world of Stephen King-inspired darkness. What is going on? Oh my. Okay. Press LT to boost your flashlight. A boosted flashlight beam burns away the darkness. So, the interaction is basically the same. I love the original game of Alan Wake. This came out in 2012. I believe it was the same team, but something about it just really inspired me. Because if you guys remember from the very first episode of my playthrough of Alan Wake, I included a song from this game, which was called Balance Slays the Demon by Poets of the Fall, who did the first game's soundtrack. And I love that. Oh, I got a gun. And I love that soundtrack. Oh shit, here we go.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your health.
So you have to blast the evil out of them first, and then you have to shoot them. Good night.
It's gonna be like that again, huh?
Oh, it's gonna be like that again, Alan. Here we go. Oh, here's another. Boom, bitch. How do I reload? Okay, that's how I reload. Got it. All right. So I hope you guys are able to see this in the high quality that I'm recording it in. This is
In another
beautiful.
life, the man was a writer. He still practices that art, forging weapons of war out of ideas. But the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
Again. I really like the FMVs that they did in this game. Ooh, here's my first page. Boy, these graphics are beautiful. Manuscript pages provide insight into the story. Okay, thank you. Can I jump? I can, okay. I'm trying to remind myself of the controls. Can you guys believe it's been 5 years since I did that other playthrough? For those of you who were there to see the original, thank you so much. It's been a long, fun ride, and we haven't even begun. We have not even begun. Can I sprint? I feel like I should be
The
able to
lights of
sprint.
the motel promise safety. The man senses that the solution to his predicament begins there.
Why, thank you, narrator. I appreciate your guidance. How do I run? Seriously, how do I run? Oh, that's how I run.
Somewhere within the earth, space itself has been pierced, and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this. He knows he must put an end to this madness.
Yes. Because in the end, it's never just the light you seek. Oh, I'm supposed to run. Okay. Fine. There we go. Thank you, tutorial.
Can't stay here now.
I mean, I could have, but you wouldn't let me. When balance slays the demon, you find peace. If you live in Arizona, like, comment, and subscribe. My brother lives in Arizona. True story. The safe haven formed by a bright light heals you. Yes, thank you. So this is kind of a more open Alan Wake. I think the haven is gone, because they're still coming. Or not? Okay, cool. That seems to be glowing. Yeah, this game is much more open. It's kind of more sandboxy. Unlock weapon crates by finding hidden manuscript pages and blast your enemies with serious firepower. Hehe. My pleasure. Oh, I need more manuscript pages. God damn it. Oh, okay. I think the radar
Whoa!
is telling me where they are. So I think at the time I played this, I wasn't very familiar with sandbox games, and thus I didn't like it very much. Hello.
Hey, it's you. There. You remember me, right?
No.
Emma? Emma Sloan?
Okay.
I think you might have something that belongs to me.
Really?
Say.
A typewritten page?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I did find a page like that. I don't even know where it came from. It was all this weird stuff about the oil derrick and a satellite.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, I don't know how you knew I had it, but I guess it's yours. Listen, what's this all about? There are these really creepy guys hanging around the oil derricks. There's something really weird about them.
They're dangerous. I'm gonna deal with them. Try to stay out of their sight, okay? And stay in the light. They hate the light. Just to be clear, you should know that we haven't actually met before.
Sure we have, Mr. Wake. Remember you stayed at the motel here.
No, the guy you're talking about just looks like me, even if he uses my name. He's behind all this trouble.
Oh, I thought, now that you mention it, I guess your aura looks a lot nicer than his, actually. I'm very sensitive to things like that.
I'm sure you are.
There's a bunch of stuff I need to find.
The things mentioned on that page? Well, there's a lot of old crap lying around this place.
Great, thanks.
I think you should be able to find everything, except the satellite, obviously. Are you gonna tell me what this is?
I don't think that'd go over too well.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
Fine. The page is a formula for rewriting reality. Either I use it to close a strange portal to a place that isn't in our world, or shadowy serial killer monster things keep pouring out of there.
Yeah, you were right the first time.
You can think what you want about me, but there's still bad guys around. Be careful.
Well, you might be nuts, but I've seen the way they move, the way they look. I'll buy that.
They're called Taken. They aren't really human.
Oh, that's right. They're
Not
called
anymore.
the Taken.
And they're climbing out of the oil well? What, do they have secret headquarters down there, or...?
No, that's just where the point of connection is. It's a hole that leads to, well, it's a really nasty place. That's why I need to close it.
And the guy who looks like you opened it, because he was hanging around the oil field before.
He gets around, unfortunately. Thanks for helping me.
Oh, I wish I thought you were just a nutcase.
Actually, I kind of expected you to.
Me too. But I feel like this is how it's supposed to go. Isn't that weird?
Not really. I get that a lot in my line of work.
What do you do anyway?
I'm a writer.
Obviously.
What was that supposed to mean?
What was that you said about my aura?
Oh, I'm very spiritual, you know. I can see auras, but I only use it for healing and helping people. I'm like a wise woman, you know? I give people insight and advice.
Look, Just because I say crazy things doesn't mean I believe everything.
Don't
How
be
can you
like
not
that.
believe
Maybe
things
you
with
should
what
take a
you've
few
seen?
crystals with you if you're going out there. It might be dangerous. They soothe your energies and focus your mind. It's fantastic.
And they help me take out the bad guys?
Oh, well, no, not as such.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm...
Or I have some wonderfully potent herbal detox
No,
suppositories.
no.
Yeah, I'm good.
No thanks.
I'm good.
No, none of that. What's this? Ooh. No, I don't want a nail gun. So, like I was saying, I believe this, if I recall correctly, and it's been 7 years since I played this, it's...
The Champion of Light recognizes the page he got from the woman. It is a weapon of his own design, custom engineered to destroy the dark portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
Thank you, narrator. Appreciate it. Okay, so if I recall this game correctly, this is much more open. It's not as linear, and I think at the time I wasn't used to non-linear games and open sandbox type stuff. Alan Wake, the writer.
My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer. I didn't become one overnight. Like most writers, I struggled with it. A short story here, an article there. Then I got lucky and spent a year as a staff writer on the Night Springs TV show. It wasn't the great American novel of my fantasies, but it taught me discipline and craft, and the difference between wanting to be a writer and actually writing.
Ooh, is this a prequel? This might be a prequel.
At the oil derrick, the wheel had been jammed in place and turned until the oil gurgled and flowed thick and flammable. The warning lights were blinking in a fast rhythm, bright and steady, powered by the battery. The Kasabian CD was playing in the boombox, all distorted guitars and intense beat. High above, some piece of orbital junk or another collided with the satellite, knocking it radically off course. Trailing debris, it screamed down from the skies at an impossibly steep angle. All that high-tech engineering reduced to nothing more than a bullet that would destroy whatever it hit.
Future Kronos, do me a favor and put on the screen whoever this voice actor is, because his voice sounds awesome. Alright, so that's all I got now, and I need a third. Ooh, a radio. Where are thermoses? I need a thermos.
Well, here you are, about to enjoy another cool Arizona night with me, Eddie Rodman, the host with the boast. Hey, any of you guys remember Old Gods of Asgard?
Yes!
Man, I actually saw them twice back in the 70s. I was just a kid then, but my dad worked at this club, and he'd sneak me in to see bands all the time. You know how it is. Talk about an education. Anyway, great band, couple of great albums, solid fan base, and then they kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Well, now, almost 4 decades later, they're making a comeback. And let me tell you, these boys have seen a lot of road. They're some serious rock and roll veterans, because they weren't too young even back in the day. Well, now I've got Odin and Tor Anderson, two of the original Old Gods, in the studio with me, along with their manager, Barry Wheeler. Nice to have you guys.
Yeah, I've met them already.
Hey, great to be here, Eddie.
Yay, Barry!
Hello! Now, boys, let me just come out and say this, all right? Spring chickens, you ain't. I mean, you guys, you make the Stones look young.
You're only as old as you feel.
1978 in the Valley of My Shadow. And then you stopped playing altogether after that. Why? And what made you do a comeback after all this time?
Well, it was a sad thing. See, the original bass player for Old Gods, Fat Bob Balder, passed away in...
Leukemia! Bob had leukemia, poor bastard. Yeah,
That sucks.
After that, we didn't feel like playing no more.
I don't blame you.
Long story short, I ran into these guys up in Washington, and it was obvious
Oh,
to me
okay,
that
it's
they
not
forgot
a-
it. So I figured, hey, let's make
It's
some
not a
music,
prequel.
right? And they went for it.
Now, Barry, you were a literary agent before this, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and you were very successful. You represented Alan Wake, I believe, who disappeared under mysterious...
Yeah, that's... Hey, I just want to talk about Old Gods.
Hey!
Is that cool? Can we do that?
Oh, yeah, sure.
What
sure.
the hell,
Listen,
Barry?
Why don't we take a little break, and then later on in the program, we'll hear the new Old Gods single. Stay tuned, folks.
They have a new single.
Well, at least Barry landed on his feet.
Damn. Good for them. Alright, so... Can I see a map? I don't think I have a map. No, I don't have a map. But you can tell they've now included a... Yes, thank you. I saw that. They now include a little mini map, and that's nice. Because it's much more open, which means there's going to be a lot more hidden stuff. Well, Silent Hill 2, this ain't. There's nothing in the pool. Oh my god, come on, climb! You can't climb the fence. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, I obviously have to find the 3 items for rewriting reality. And I need at least one more page. Why is that a question mark? Is there something I can do there? Ooh, can I go in? Nope. Nope. And nope. All of a sudden I have a Silent Hill Origins. Origins? I think that's what it was called. Can I do it again? I literally just did this. Okay, I can do it again. Cool. Yeah, so you have a lot more room to explore in this one. What's that? A page! Haha! Come here.
I know that when I arrive, the clarity of vision I have now may disappear. I've made my plans. I've prepared for this, but I know the transition from the dark place will be hard on me. And not just physically. It may affect my mind, my memory. These pages should help me remember and focus. That's worked for me before.
It sure did.
Even if that fails, I think I will be able to trust my instincts. I'm navigating my own story. I'm hoping I'll know where to go and what to do, even if the details elude me.